Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and Silent Planet has dropped another single. It is called Collider. This comes with the announcement of their upcoming album, Super Bloom, which will be out on November 3rd. If you are not a part of their Patreon and you're interested in signing up for it, there's like a secret variant that you can get. There are streams for different tiers and stuff like that. I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out, along with the pre-orders, all of the band's social media, all that stuff will be in the description of this video. Antimatter and Signal are both on this record and both fantastic tracks, so I'm really excited to see what comes next. I will link the video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this in the description as well. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Oh. Oh. Dude, that riff was something fierce. Trilogy-ish. The trilogy stuff in this is cool. Oh! This is better even. I love Antimatter, don't get me wrong, but this.
Tear us apart.
Ooh, that snare. Silent Planet, Collider, let's discuss. Antimatter was a very high bar to set. I was not at all expecting that sound from Silent Planet, that synthy, Garrett singing, which that to some degree makes sense. First of all, I saw him say he was going to be singing more and stuff, but you're not sure what shape that will take really. And they're definitely entering a different chapter with these releases, and I think that was apparent in Signal, but Antimatter was the real like, okay, things are going to be a little bit different here. And the more I loved the song first listen, Antimatter, but the more I listened to it, the more it grew on me. It's just got such a thickness to it while it's catchy, and it's got a lot going for it. But after one listen, this is the single for me. It'll be incredibly hard to beat this out. The layering on the vocals, you can hear a lot of parts of the song where maybe it's Garrett singing and then in the background there are screams, or vice versa. Just the vocal layering all together, they are, production wise, this is perfect to me. You can hear the tone of that snare that I had mentioned, but really throughout the track you can hear that, and that's something that's present. They're working with not only Dan but also Buster. They kind of have like the joint thing going on that we've been seeing more and more of. It's really always been a thing, but more and more this combination is absolutely ideal to me. The riff, oh my, that I'm pretty sure is the riff that I saw Mitch had posted on Instagram. I mentioned it when I did my Antimatter video, and I knew that was not the song it was present in, but it didn't really, I know what Silent Planet is capable of. You listen through their discography and there are standout riff after standout riff. That should have been plural, but whatever. Just throughout the entire discography. So seeing them do Antimatter and kind of like, it has that thickness, and there's obviously some, it's just nothing that held a candle to my favorite riffs from them, and I didn't need that from that song. But this one, that is going to be a contender for me. Having it at that first pre-chorus and then bringing it back around for the breakdown, it's just perfection. It's not a one-time riff. Bringing it back around was perfect. I don't know how many times I would end up rewinding just to hear that riff if it didn't come back around in the song. Probably a lot. So this form, there's still synthy atmospheric moments here, but there is some thickness to this as well. Garrett's vocals sound incredible. This is a record that if anything were to hold a candle to Heavener for me this year, this would be what I'm looking for. Invent is, of course, my favorite band of all time. It'll be a shock to me if anything takes the place, but this is a contender for sure. I would be surprised not to see a bunch of people having this as album of the year as well. Even, obviously, that's kind of like a jump to make, hearing 3 songs. Sometimes when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, but you can tell the excitement behind what they're putting out and stuff. I went to Garrett's stream on Sunday on their Discord for Patreon and stuff, and he was talking about how this is like, it's been a long time. I think he said maybe when the end began or the night God slept was the last time that he felt this proud of something that they had accomplished. And Iridescent is a huge album for me. They have a lot of stuff in their discography that I personally would be really proud of. So I think that speaks volumes as to what's going to come out of this. The cards that they have laid down and the differences in their sound and the way that they kind of blend those. I've talked a little bit about how there is a part of Antimatter. It's like that drop where it's like an instrumental portion. It reminds me of The Well a little bit. It just has like the same emotional feel to it, and some similarities that I still haven't quite been able to put my finger on, but every time I hear that part I think of like hold us together, tear me apart. It just seems like it would fit in there perfectly. So they have their old sound, and then they have this totally new breath of fresh air being breathed into it at the same time. The production team working on this is outstanding. The chorus is super catchy. The riff was obviously a standout thing to me, but I do want to mention again how good the singing from Garrett sounds. Just a very different approach for them that is working very well for me. So this is going to go on repeat. I'm going to listen to this so many times. This will get more plays probably than Antimatter for me, but Signal, Antimatter, all 3 of the singles will just go onto the playlist, and they will stay there until November 3rd when the rest of the album goes into my playlist as well. Let me know what you thought in the comments. There's nothing that I would want different from this, except, you know, if I were to really make something up, I would just want more of it. That's all. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I will link, as I mentioned, pre-orders for the album, Silent Planet's Patreon, which is called The Portal, all of their social media, all that good stuff will be in the description of this video. Make sure to go give them some love if you enjoyed this as well. I know I'm going to be playing this quite a bit. So my link tree will also be in the description of this video. That will have the invite for the Discord server, my Twitch channel, Patreon, all of that will be in that link tree in the description. On Patreon, I'm offering additional content for Tier 3. I make playlists and update them monthly with about 20 to 25 songs per update, kind of based around bands that you give me that you enjoy a lot or artists you really love, stuff like that. I try to dive in and find stuff that you maybe haven't listened to before. I do streams monthly on exclusive for Patreon. I offer a bunch of different things, and more is slowly but surely being added to that. So if you want to see what I offer, that will be there. The Discord server is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. We've got a lot of really wonderful people in there, so if you wanted to come hang out, discuss music or things that are not music, feel free to come join. Everyone in there is super nice. Also, Twitch is where I am streaming now. I no longer am streaming on YouTube. Request streams on Tuesday. At the time I'm filming this, today is Thursday, and tomorrow is Friday. That's how that works. But tomorrow I will be doing a stream on Twitch where I'll check out a new album from Harbor Ghost. I'm not sure if you've listened to them. We did a song on stream, and then I listened to 2 more songs off of the record that came out this year from them, and I loved all 3 songs that I've heard. So I figured we'd sit down and go through that album. I haven't heard many people talking about it this year, and it's a 2023 release, so it's kind of one of those under the radar type of streams to check it out in full. Some of the songs I'll be hearing for the first time, the majority of it really. So if you want to come hang out, listen to a new album, that will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. GMT. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be damned.